TV landscapes have changed a lot over the past couple of decades, and as they change, we take one step further for LGBTQ+ representation. In this video, we're taking a look at some historic moments on TV from the 1980s.
Follow the yellow brick road.
You're a homo?
Well,
The reason I ask is I've never seen one before.
Soap, the satirical sitcom starring Billy Crystal as Jody Dallas, continued into its 4th season. Jody was one of the first openly gay characters on American TV, and while the show walked a tightrope between progress and problematic tropes, it remains an important piece of queer TV history.
I mean, don't be ashamed. Whatever you do, I mean, stand up. Come out of the toilet, as the phrase has it. And stand up and say, I am tempted to be a homosexual.
Across the pond, British TV began testing the waters with more camp characters and drag in comedy, with shows like Not the 9 O'Clock News, poking fun at norms while sneaking in queer sensibility.
Is it worth more than Ted Denard's life?
Are we back to that again? You were there, you know it was an accident.
1982 was also a pivotal year for gay representation on TV, even if much of it was still coded or controversial. The most iconic moment, hands down, was Stephen Carrington's coming out scene on Dynasty.
I'm a homosexual, Dad. I'm gay.
In Season 1, Episode 18, Stephen finally declares, "I'm gay and I'm not ashamed," in a dramatic confrontation with his family. It was one of the first times a major network show allowed a character to say those words aloud. And for millions of viewers, it was a turning point. I think everyone who watched TV back in 1982 can still vividly remember the day Stephen Carrington gave that emotional monologue about refusing to bow down to conformity and his father's expectations.
I tried to live a lie. To please you. Not anymore.
Thank you for being a friend.
Watch The Golden Girls weekdays at 5:30 on News Channel 7 WKBW TV.
In 1985, TV got a little bit gayer and a whole lot more fabulous, with the debut of one of the most beloved queer-adjacent shows of all time, The Golden Girls. When Dorothy, Blanche, Rose and Sophia first shuffled into our lives in that cozy Miami kitchen, nobody could have predicted that they become gay icons for the ages.
What was your first impression of me? I thought you wore too much makeup and were a slut.
With their biting wit, chosen family vibes and a surprising amount of pro-LGBTQ+ storylines for the time, The Golden Girls wasn't just a sitcom, it was queer comfort food.
AIDS is not a bad person's disease, Rose. It is not God punishing people for their sins.
You're right, Blanche.
Well, you're damn straight I'm right.
The show also tackled topics like AIDS, drag, and same-sex marriage decades before other shows dared to even speak about it. And let's be honest, the gays love a sharp-tongued older woman in shoulder pads.
Hi, Blanche.
Eat dirt and die, trash.
A real live, breathing female is hot for you. What are you waiting for? Marilyn Monroe.
While TV wasn't exactly bursting without gay characters in 1987, we did get 2 rare gems that dared to go there, even if the intentions weren't to celebrate gay identities.
I have an uncle who's gay. What? He's just 23 now, so what are you telling me for? So I'm old enough to remember how it was for him when he first told someone.
The CBA School Break special gave us What If I'm Gay, which aired in the US and tackled teenage sexuality without turning it into total tragedy. It was earnest, awkward, and groundbreaking. For many closeted teens, it was the first time they heard the word gay uttered on daytime TV without a laugh track.
Now on BBC Two, the first part of the play Two of Us.
Over in the UK, we had Two of Us, a BBC film that aired as part of a youth series. It followed 2 teenage boys, one closeted, one out, navigating love and self-acceptance. It was tender, brave, and it was banned from daytime repeat broadcasts for being too gay for tea time, which was exactly why it was iconic.
Your mother found them.
A cold reminder that oftentimes life's ironies can be bitter.
1988 was basically during the height of the AIDS pandemic, and very few positive depictions of gay men existed on TV. Gay men were still being portrayed as promiscuous, and HIV/AIDS was still heavily stigmatized. Episode 3 of NBC's Midnight Caller caused quite an outrage when it was aired. The episode followed Jack Killian, who sets out to find the man who infected his ex-girlfriend with AIDS. What made this so controversial was that the show's antagonist was a bisexual man deliberately infecting people with HIV. Activists for HIV/AIDS awareness and LGBTQ rights cited concerns over the negative portrayal of bisexual and HIV-positive people and the fears that the show would make people with AIDS the targets of violence.
Now on 4, Julian Clary introduces Out on Tuesday.
In 1989, Channel 4 in the UK launched Out on Tuesdays, which was later shortened to just Out, a magazine-style TV series aimed directly at lesbian and gay audiences in the UK. It was one of the first nationally networked television series, and it marked a new, visible place for conversations about community, culture and politics on mainstream TV.
Not quite right on me, is it? I think when I take up the cloth, it'll be covered in sequins.
The show aired until 1994 and is considered a landmark in LGBTQ+ representation on TV.
We need to remember that the BBC to decide to put two gay men, non-stereotypical, ordinary gay men, into the most popular show on television, it was pretty courageous.
EastEnders introduced Colin Russell, a character whose presence pushed British TV into new territory. Colin's relationships brought same-sex relationships into countless homes. One notable broadcast moment was a same-sex kiss which made headlines and provoked a storm of commentary in the press, the kind of high-profile reaction that showed how visibility could also trigger national debate. Importantly, Colin's on-screen relationship with Barry Clark also helped normalize gay presence on family soaps, and although we didn't know it at the time, these were quiet revolutions showed in living rooms across the UK. You might also want to check out my smaller channels. I've got a channel where I show you what it's like to live in a tropical jungle where we live, as well as a gaming channel that's not just about gaming, but also about comedy. So you might want to check that one out. Hi, I'm here to do a video about the settlement and...
Oh geez, you're not wearing any clothes. That's not, normal.
I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, and a subscription would be nice. It is the easiest way to support a creator on YouTube, and that way I know that the videos that I create for you resonates with you. Also, you might want to check out some of the other great videos on my channel. You don't have to, but if you want to. I also have Patreon, where you'll find stuff that you won't find on YouTube. Like not behind the scenes, but extended cuts of videos and not safe for work videos that I make. Not of myself, but of the videos that I make for YouTube. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.